Why are you so stressed all the time? It's not stressful, it's just stressful. There are things that your body and mind count as stress, and then there are things that you count as stress that are socially acceptable to be stressful, and those are two separate things. What your body and mind find stressful and what you find stressful. Stress is anything that makes your stress hormones get released. It's not about how strong you are, how weak you are, how much stress you can or cannot take. Evolutionarily, there are certain things that will make our physical body and mind feel stress, and then there will be things because of society and socially what we consider and find stressful. This isn't a good thing or a bad thing. It's just a thing. When there are two cars coming, you have to stay alert. When you've had a long week at work and you're ready to get into the next, your body is pulling in fuel from somewhere. This is your body coping and adapting to the regular stressors of day-to-day life. And that's the other thing. Human bodies are built to be able to cope and adapt through stress. In the living of life, things happen, we adapt, we cope, we succeed, we fail, all of those things. And this causes a certain amount of wear and tear to our minds and bodies, just like using anything would. Everything that gets used either needs recovery, repair, or eventually gets discarded. And we're also like that. We need to use our minds and bodies and then rest them and rejuvenate them and replenish them. This regular wear and tear that happens to our minds and bodies just by living is something that we call allostatic load. Since living will create this load, we're supposed to release this load on a day-to-day basis. And if we don't do that, that's when the load can build up. If the allostatic load in your nervous system builds up too much, there can be an overload, and this will impact many areas of your life. This could mean that you fall sick, or it could be the difference between distress or disorder. It can feel like you managed the first thing, you coped through the second, you adapted through the third, but then this fourth thing has come up, and it doesn't seem like such a big thing, but suddenly you're not able to cope so well. Sometimes we feel like there's a small thing that we're not being able to get over, or someone looks at us and they're like, you should be able to push past this. What we don't always realize is that our bodies are on a regular basis navigating and adapting through stress and life for us. What we're not doing on a daily basis is recharging it, is releasing that allostatic load in an active manner. Think about your mobile phone. You can charge it and then use it. If you charge it while using it, charging will slow down. But just keeping the phone on the side is not the same as recharging your phone. This means that sometimes we feel like we're resting or we feel like we're relaxing. But relaxing is not the same as recharging. While we will discuss how to release this allostatic load in upcoming videos, what's important to remember is that what your body counts as stress, what triggers your stress hormones, is not necessarily the same thing as what you count as stressful when you look back at your day. What this means is that you're living life, you're adapting, you're coping, and you're managing, but you're not necessarily rejuvenating and recharging yourself. And what this could do is this could make the load keep building up, and then suddenly you're not being able to cope with stress as well as you used to be able to, or as well as you're expecting yourself to be able to. So something to think about in the meantime is maybe try and start to notice, when are you relaxing versus when are you recharging? So until next time, be kind to yourself, be honest with yourself, and let's keep taking our mental health sincerely. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, because that's how this world works. And we love comments because we want to know if any of this video didn't make sense to you, if you want more examples, if you have any follow-up questions, because we'd really like to try and be helpful. And so for that, we need your feedback and your comments.